Okay, guys, we're going to get rolling here. And pretty much what we're going to look at today is a simple support and resistance system. If you're seeing the charts, guys, you might want to go into full screen mode. It might make it a little easier for you to watch what's going on. Basically, this is going to be focused on US yen. I'm not saying you couldn't apply this to other pairs, but it does work with US yen. I've been trading this strategy for a long time. It's a very simple mathematics strategy and something that you could really code into an EA and use it as an automated trading system because it works. It's consistent and it's mathematically based, so it's not. In fact, even in these crazy market conditions we've seen, this system is still able to bag pips. Yeah, IBK, that's something that I can help you out with. Just send me an email. I can definitely help you out with that. Okay, but what we're talking about today is it's a simple mathematical system, and those of you who have been members here at Forex Razor for a while, I talk about the 20 and the 50 a lot on the yen. Well, a lot on any pair, but we focused a lot on the yen. And there's reasons for that because those levels always seem to be significant. A lot of times you get a bounce on the 20, and a lot of times the 50 will be a support. And when the 50 goes, normally the next level you'll see is going to be the 20. All right. So the levels we're looking at here on the chart is you have several different lines. You got a blue, a red, a white, and a yellow. All right, each of these lines represents something different. The blue line is what we're going to call the reset line. Okay, we'll discuss in detail. The red line is going to be our stop. The white line is going to be our entry. And the yellow line is going to be both our activate line and our take profit line. Now what we're watching for in this system is for the 50 to create resistance after it's been breached. How many times have you watched a move go through the 50, come down, come back up to the 50, and then continue down? It happens over and over and over again. And this system is based on that and how to capture it. And the way that this is set up is with a 2-to-1 take profit. Okay, so every trade you win twice what you're risking if you take a loss. All right. So those levels that we're looking at, and this doesn't matter what number you're starting on the US yen. You're always going to look at your 70, your 60, your 50, and your 52 and your 34. Okay, let me repeat those. Your 70, your 60, your 52, and your 34. Those are the lines that we're looking at. And the reason that those are the lines we're looking at is because 50 typically becomes resistance, but a lot of times on that first pullback to 50, you go just a little bit above 50. You'll go to 52, 54, 55, and then but it rarely comes back up to 60 before it drops back down. And there's a reason for that, and that is that once you breach the 50 in a downtrend, the 50 becomes resistance. So we're going to use that, but we have to know it's breached, and that is what the activate line, that yellow line, is there for. Okay, that is again the activate and the take profit line. So essentially, what we're looking at here, if you follow me, is the market starts up here, right? We want to see downward movement, okay, to the activate line, and it has to start above the reset line. Okay, so if this move came up through here, if it came up through here and never touched this blue line, we wouldn't count it. It has to start above the blue line. And again, it doesn't matter if you're at 101, 102, 104. These lines are the same. And guys, just so you know, on your full screen, you can make the charts fit to your screen so you can see everything if you're not already looking at that. All right, so in this move here, we move down. We start above the blue line. We then move down, touch the yellow activate line. At that point, this order has become active. This is not an active order until then. Okay, and this order is to short. What we're trying to capture again is the downtrend as it comes into play. But we can't capture it until we know that the 50's breached. If we don't know the 50's breached, then it's going to come down here, it's going to rally back up and go back up. But if we know the 50's breached, very seldomly are you going to see this come down, tap this level, come back up, and just rally right back through. Typically, you're going to get at least one pullback down. So you're going to see a movement like down, up, down. Yeah, you should see 3 lines, well, 4 lines. Actually, I'm looking at the charts, and it's hard to see the blue line here. Let me change the color on this. Kind of hard to see that on the chart share for some reason. Let me see if this makes it better. Nope, still hard to see. Give me one second. We're going to change this. For some reason or another, the chart share is not showing that color very well. Alright, we'll just go ahead and put it in as white as well.